Alright, a lot to talk about in the tropics tonight. We got Tropical Storm Tony right out here, and we got Tropical Storm Sandy. It's very soon to be Hurricane Sandy, located right here in the Caribbean. We're going to start with Tropical Storm Sandy here. Zoom in a little closer. You can see that circulation right there. And we're going to put the official National Hurricane Center track on here, if I can find it. And there we are. Yes. Alright, so the white ones are going to be the official National Hurricane Center track. All the others are computer models that are also forecasting the path of the storm. And the red area is hurricane force. Oh, wait, no. Purple areas are hurricane force winds. Red area is greater than 50 knots, I believe. And the yellow area is tropical storm force winds. And as you can see over the next couple days, tracking across Jamaica and also tracking across Cuba, and then up into the Bahamas, you can see these tropical storm force wind fields are extending well into Florida and central Florida. And there is the possibility that we will see tropical storm force winds across central Florida, even though this thing is going to be 350 miles away from us here in central Florida. I wouldn't be surprised to see tropical storm force winds sustained reached along the east coast of Florida, but as for inland, we may get a few squall lines with gusts, depending on how much of the activity around this storm actually rotates around. Alright, we're going to take a look at some more models now. This is the majority of the models. You can see in very good agreement that it's going to turn out to sea in the initial 5 days. But as we look at the long range, here's GFS Ensembles going out to 15 days, I believe. Taking it out to sea and then turning it around and bringing it back to the northeast to deal with, this would be a bad situation. Anywhere from New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, I don't even know all the states up here. Maine, because we don't track stuff up here that often. Also, southern Canada, Newfoundland. You guys could be looking at something up here. Nova Scotia, maybe. Keeping an eye on that in the long range. But as for right now, the next 5 days, expecting it to become a hurricane and pretty much stay a hurricane. Models are varying right between tropical storm and category 1 status. You can see right here, this goes out to 5 days. And here's the HWRF model. This is showing, just pretty much showing you how big this storm is. It is a very large storm, and that's why impacts will be felt very far from the center. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the GFS model, and these are winds. Where you see the darker yellows is going to probably be about tropical storm force winds. Where you see the reds and purples will be hurricane force winds. And we're going to go ahead and set this in motion for you. As it moves up the coast of Florida, notice the yellows and oranges pushing on shore in southeast Florida. And just a little bit of yellows pushing on shore in central Florida. You can see it does not push very far inland there. And I am agreeing with this model very much right now. This is the GFS surface wind speeds. And that is a pretty good representation of what I think is going to happen for us here in central Florida. The immediate coastline, tropical storm conditions likely. I would expect a warning along the coastline here in Florida. Right now we have tropical storm watches up for the Bahamas, hurricane warnings for Jamaica and eastern Cuba, western Haiti, well actually all of Haiti that is, under a tropical storm warning. And you see the current wind field here in orange, very small, but that will very quickly increase in size as the size of the storm is already huge. It is just not gotten its act together yet. Once it gets its act together, it's going to have a very large wind field. And here's the steering flow. Not much to say about that really. We got a high pressure here. It's going to go around that. And could turn back here for the northeast. I'm not going to say anything for the northeast. Just say keep your eyes on this if you live in the northeast United States, because it's very possible this could turn around and come back at you as a strong tropical storm, or possibly even still a hurricane at this time. As for the initial track, I agree with the National Hurricane Center. Gonna move right up here into the Bahamas, take a turn out to sea, and head maybe out as far as toward Bermuda. But really, that's about it. So, whoops. This is what we're looking at right now. We're going to keep a very close eye on this one. Could be affecting a lot of the eastern seaboard, from South Florida all the way to Maine. We're watching Tropical Storm Sandy, soon to be a hurricane. Hurricane hunters already finding stronger conditions in here since the last advisory. We'll keep you updated. This is a long video. Thanks for watching. And if I do eventually start to disagree with the National Hurricane Center, I will release my own track to update you on what I see.